Howdy, howdy, y'all. It is another I Am That episode. Chapter 81, Root Cause of Fear. And so, as you can see, we kind of get into a bit of what the root cause of one's fears are. And a little bit of spoiler alert. It's pretty much just it's the he really equates it Maharaj is really equating it down to the attachment that we have to our identity. The interesting notes to make about this questioner is a guy from America. He had been to uh, through a few ashrams already in India, and so he's just kind of wandering around being a bit, spiritually homeless. And I feel like these people, these sort of folks, are folks that Maharaj seems really particularly, I would say, good with, but just in general, I think that those are people he find maybe kind of, he feels are real good potential for his lessons. I think that's what I'm trying to say, really, yeah. Is that really people, these spiritually homeless folks, like probably someone like myself for a while there, or just trying to, or just kind of discovering some things or rediscovering some things, however you want to phrase it. But yeah, so I don't know. I did a lot of parts in the chapter. I did felt really compelling. So this is one of those chapters. Once again, I think that especially in the later part of this book, it does seem like a lot of the chapters just get. I don't want to say deeper because they're all deep chapters, but this chapter, yeah, it's just like these later chapters especially are just really, they're hitting a nerve. They're hitting the nerve, I think, a lot. I don't know, it's just because by this point you're just so much more ingrained with how Maharaj is thinking and acting and why he says the things he says. Because I think so much of what these chapters are is not what he is saying, but it's always in the context of who he is talking to, the questioners that he is talking to, the sort of people that these questioners are like. When they are, kind of when they jib, he jabs, when they duck, he weaves, So he's always, Maharaj is always kind of placating towards the sort of person that he is talking to, and especially this one's very. He does that too because I mean some chapters he talks about how we are endless and blah 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 and have no beginning, have no end. And this one he literally asks, "What proof have you that your present state is beginningless and endless? How were you how were you before you were born? How will you be after death? And of your present state, how much do you know? You do not even know that your condition was what your condition was before you woke up this morning. You only know a little of your present state. From it you draw conclusions from all times and places. You may be just dreaming and imagining your dream to be eternal." And then the question response: "Calling it a dream does not change the situation. I repeat my question: what hope is left which the eternity behind me could not fulfill? Why should my future be different from my past?" Maharaj responds with, "In your fevered state, you project a past and a future and take them to be real. In fact, you know only your present moment. Why not investigate what is now, instead of questioning the imaginary past and future? Your present state is neither beginningless nor endless. It is over in a flash. Watch carefully from where it comes and where it goes. You will soon discover the timeless reality behind it." And so, like, let's again, he is like really changing the message up depending on the person. Because he even says in this chapter, he talks about how reality is not like, it's not a mere concept. It's reality isn't concepts and all this stuff. Like, concepts and ideas help us try to navigate reality and navigate this world. But it's not all, reality is being itself. So what I found, yeah, so another interesting tidbit about this chapter, we haven't seen one of these in a while, a picture. Maharaj, his advanced age. It's more of a little, it's fun. I like stuff like that. I always like when they have little pictures, and I especially also like when they have quotes at the end. So I always like that sort of little stuff. This chapter, like I say, is very, very. So it's just a lot of. It's pretty heavy, like especially even philosophically. They use a lot of universal and just a lot of these like kind of more philosophical terms at times. It almost seems like. Um, Here is something that Raj says about this was one of the bits that he said that for me really hit home, and I was like, "Oof, this is kind of describes this." I feel like I need to take this to heart. I mean, obviously, you should obviously be taking this to heart. This entire book, the entire premise, obviously, but this is a very good. Yeah, this is very good. Just like kind of like pep talk almost that he says here. I really like it. So the questioner does ask, in meditation, who meditates, the person or the witness? Maharaj, meditation is a deliberate attempt to pierce into the higher states of consciousness and finally go beyond it. The art of meditation is the art of shifting the focus of attention to ever subtler levels without losing one's grip on the levels left behind. In a way, it is like having death under control. One begins with the lowest levels, social circumstances, customs, and habits, physical surroundings, the posture, the breathing of the body, the senses, their sensations and perceptions, the mind, its thoughts and feelings, until the entire mechanism of personality is grasped and firmly held. The final stage of meditation is reached when the sense of identity goes beyond I am so and so, and beyond I am, beyond I am the witness only, beyond there is, beyond all ideas into the impersonally personal pure being. But you must be energetic when you take to meditation. It is definitely not a part-time occupation. Limit your interests and activities to what is needed for you and your dependents' barest needs. Save all your energies and time for breaking the wall your mind has built around you. Believe me, you will not regret it. I feel that's definitely one of the ones I would take just like as a quote like this out of this book and even out of the conversation. I feel like it's so applicable so much. And I think like that sort of moment is probably what gave these people like, oh, that's like we can make this into a book. There's moments like that because like I feel like I need to see it. I don't know about y'all, but I needed that because what I've been going through in my personal life as well. Just um, this really hits at home, like just him describe the way he describes meditation, and also just what he that you must be energetic when you take to meditation. It's definitely not a part-time occupation. Limit your interests and activities to what is needed for you and your dependents' barest needs. Save all your energies and time for breaking the wall of your mind has built around you. And I feel like that's kind of a lot of what I've been like almost telling myself to do lately. And of course, it's easier said than done, right? Um, and so that's for me. I've been kind of like I feel like almost like like think of like a loading screen, like just stuck on that little loading screen, a little circle of death. I feel like I've been kind of like stuck in a weird like loading glitch thing, uh, and at this point like I don't know if I need to just do a quick restart or something or what, and then just bam, hopefully the loading will go like really quick and no problem, you know. Did you try turning it on and off again? That sort of mentality, right? So, like I say, another interesting question. The questioner asks, "Is there progress in destiny in karma?" Maharaj, karma is only a store of unspent energies, of unfulfilled desires and fears not understood. The store is being constantly replenished by new desires and fears. It need not be so ever forever. Understand the root cause of your fears, estrangement from yourself, of desires, the longing for the self, and your karma will dissolve like a dream. Between earth and heaven life goes on. Nothing is affected. Only bodies grow and decay. And then the question, between the person and the witness, what is the relation? Maharaj, there can be no relation between them because they are one. Don't separate and don't look for relationship. So, once again, and then he goes, yeah, and actually, no, I'll read the next part too. If the seer and the seen are one, how did the separation occur? Maharaj, fascinated by names and forms, which are by their nature distinct and diverse, you distinguish what is natural and separate what is one. The world is rich in diversity, but your feeling strange and frightened is due to misapprehension. It is the body that is in danger, not you. So, like I said, all of this is trying once again just going to the point that it is all up here. It's all perception. Our fears, our desires, our everything we think about everything. It's just up here, and we just have this arrogance, like you said earlier. Um, but like, and another point, actually right before that, the meditation point, he talks about the question, because because it's right after what I just read. Actually, yeah, right after what I just read, misapprehension is the body in danger. Then, because the questioner then responds, I can see that the basic biological anxiety, the flight instinct, takes many shapes and distorts my thoughts and feelings. But how did this anxiety come into being? And Maharaj says, it is a mental state caused by the I am the body idea. It can be removed by the contrary idea, I am not the body. Both the ideas are false, but one removes the other. Realize that no ideas are your own, that all come to you from outside. You must think it all out for yourself. Become yourself the object of your meditation. The effort to understand yourself is yoga. Be a yogi. Give your life to it. Brood, wonder, search, till you come to the root of error and to the truth beyond the error. And that's what I feel like I gotta do. Brood, wonder, search. Yeah, I feel like that's probably what is the next stage of my life for sure. Because I kind of relate to this guy. Even though I haven't gone through any ashrams or anything like that, I've been mostly just here, here just doing it, all from the mind, all from the soul. But luckily, I've had friends, like I said, Alice Zam, who's the one introduced me to this book. If you haven't checked out his material, you should. But yeah, like I said, this chapter was just very heavy and it hit me in a way, like all of them have been, but those like particular points, especially, just Maharaj, reminding us like, hey, it's all up here. All your fears are due to attachments of ideas, and ideas, that's not what reality is. Reality is so much more than just a bunch of ideas and concepts glued together. It is pure being that's beyond words. So, I think that's going to be about it. Once again, I'll show you the picture, Maharaj in his advanced age, as it says. So, yeah, just very wise. I mean, sometimes I feel like I like to think you can sometimes just look in someone's eyes and just know something's up. You look, and you just have that look, so just from this picture. But anyways, I hope these words, I hope all this was a helpful video. I hope you enjoy it. Please subscribe, like, all that stuff. Help the channel out, help us grow and spread this message. So, peace be upon you all. Hare Krishna. Namaste. Thank you very much. And I hope you all have a lovely day.